It's important to have dreams, and the 22 Jamaican children we're about to introduce to you are not short of those.
I want to become a soldier to defend my family, my community, and country.
I am in grade 7 and I would like to become a teacher in life.
My name is Mata Brian. I am 10 years old. I attend the school of Lower Primary Junior High School, which is located in Trelawney. And in the future, I would like to become a soldier.
I'm 13 years old, and in the future, I would like to become a nurse.
I like to become a soldier.
In the future, I would like to become a pediatrician nurse because I love to take care of little babies.
I am a future soldier. I am a future soldier.
As those children may tell you, dreams don't exist in a vacuum. Oftentimes, their survival or failure depends on the environment in which the dreamers live. Many children with big dreams in Jamaica, for example, have to contend with relatively high crime rates, high levels of poverty, unemployment, as well as dysfunctional family settings. To break the cycle, many seek a good education.
I believe in education.
Well, I'm glad he believes in education because education is good. It will make him reach somewhere in life. But I would like him to come out to be something good in life that I can be proud of him.
Believing in the power of education is one thing. Having access to it is something totally different. Some needy students get financial assistance through the government's welfare program known as PATH. Some don't, and many of those who don't believe they're getting enough to cover all school-related expenses. Terry Ann Reed, a single mother from Clarendon, for example, has been trying without success for years to get her 2 primary school children on the PATH program. Without that type of help, she's unable to send the children to school at times. One of those children, Mikhail Sims, knows too well the negative implications of poor school attendance.
Because my mother don't have a job right now and she's struggling with us too. She try. If she don't have it some days, she don't send me to school. School is very fun because I have a lot of friends.
What do you think will happen if you don't attend school as often as you should?
Maybe I won't come out to be what I want to be. I won't have enough education. I don't want that.
Another parent, Lovell Forbes, who is a single father from Trelawney, said his son Orlando is a beneficiary of the PATH program. The father said, as part of the program, his son sometimes gets free lunch at Troy High School, as well as $4,000 from the government every 2 months. That amount is just a drop in the proverbial bucket, considering that the elder Forbes has to fork out $1,000 daily to give his son to attend school. To make matters worse, the father has been battling kidney failure for 18 years and is barely managing to cover the associated expenses.
I'm diagnosed with end-stage renal failure, meaning that I sick with the kidneys. So from time to time, eventually I have to travel from Trelawney 2 days per week to Kingston for dialysis and have him to send to school, which is a diabetic. So the challenge is in the house every day is a challenge for me. Every day just to survive is just a challenge for me and him, because the whole community don't know our thing, how it goes. Because we have to find the fear to travel to Kingston from Trelawney, find it, send him to school for the week, and sometimes January, we can't even find it. I don't know how I survive sometimes. Only the mercy of God keep me going.
What he did, I have to give thanks for it, because it is just what he can afford, because sometimes he don't even have money. More while coming from school, I have to just drink tea and just go on my bed, because they not think now don't have the financial support sometimes to have dinner. So you have to just hold it, and the next day I get up, I still go to school, same way, go to school, Nobody don't know what I'm facing, but only me and my father here.
Orlando recalled that when he was attending primary school, he frequently got into fights when other students teased him about his father's medical condition. But the fights stopped when he came to the realization that he can't afford to fail.
When I was in primary school, at the time, when his condition was worse, even his stomach was more bigger because he did have a hernia, it was more swelled. When I used to go to school, my classmates and friends used to trouble me about it, so probably every day I used to be at home on suspension, which that is not good for me because I missed out on a lot at school. And but basically all as it is because of my father and the love that I have for him, that's what causes most of that. Well, it is the trouble that used to make me feel a lot like I was not a person, I was not a student at that school. I was like the only student that has some family issues or things. Sometimes it make me feel very aggressive most while. That's why mostly I used to fight. But now and then I get into trouble and the guidance counselors at the school started to counseling me, and from there on my attitude just began to change.
Another student you should know is Cheyenne Johnson, who has been doing exceptionally well in academics and could even do better with a bit more support. She is often left at the mercy of Good Samaritans because both of her parents are unemployed. Her father lives in another parish and she lives in Portland with her ailing mother.
My mother has diabetes and high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and she suffered from 5 strokes previously, and her left side cannot really move, so she moves around with a wheelchair or walker. So I have to do most of things for her, like get water for her to bathe her, and cook for her and stuff. As a student, I face challenges with finding money to go to school and having to care for my mother. I have to fix breakfast and stuff for her before I go, and when I come home. As an athlete, I leave school late, but when I reach home, I'll have to make dinner and stuff. And I have to have time to preserve my own mental health in that time. Sometimes I have too much to do and too little time because the SBA is going in and stuff to print. And my father, he's unemployed, but he doesn't live with us. He's his home parish in St. Elizabeth, trying to see if he can get money to send anytime he can.
Despite her challenges, Cheyenne, who is enrolled at Titchfield High School, managed to earn 10 CSEC subjects and is now sitting 5 CAPE subjects. With such magnificent performance, the teen seems well on her way to fulfilling her dream of becoming a pathologist, but she needs the extra help.
If I could get assistance, I would focus more on my schoolwork because I wouldn't have to worry about finding money to buy something for my mother to eat before and when I come home from school. And I wouldn't have to worry about getting money to go to school the next day or finding money to print SBAs and so on for it. I would focus more and my grades would excel more, although they're already excelling.
Like Cheyenne, there are other children defying the odds to fulfill their dreams. 13-year-old Daniela Mitchell, whose dream is to become a teacher, lamented that due to financial constraints, she doesn't have some of the books, physical education gear, and other items needed for class at St. James High School.
When I go to school, my teacher will be asking me where my PE gear is and so on. And sometime when I'm in class and Miss says, take out your textbook, I don't have mine, so I have to be sharing, and sometimes my classmates are not that nice with their textbooks.
Another child, Angel Trudy Spence, had a tear running down her face as she explained how her mother's financial challenges sometimes affect her schooling. But as her name suggests, Angel, an aspiring teacher, may very well be an angel in disguise, especially for her mom.
Well, I want to go to school and take my education serious to help my parents make it in life.
In light of the difficult times facing many of Jamaica's families and children, different charity organizations have been coming forward to lend a helping hand. One of them, known as Can't Afford to Fail Foundation, was founded by philanthropist and writer Peter Gay Dunkley Mullings. Through her foundation, Mrs. Dunkley Mullings is seeking your support in sponsoring, in this instance, 22 Jamaican children who have great potential and are struggling to stay above the fray. Those children are Jovan Gordon from St. Andrew, Cheyenne Johnson from Portland, Ashley Taylor from St. Andrew, Lamari Gordon from St. Anne, Tresha Prendergast from St. Mary, DeAndre Meredith from St. Anne, Michael Sims from Clarendon, Daniela Mitchell from St. James, Akelia Green from Manchester, Matthew Bryan from Trelawney, Kenelia Thompson from St. Thomas, Omarni Chambers from St. Elizabeth, Taekwon Spencer from Clarendon, Orlando Forbes from Trelawney, Deshaun Edwards from St. Thomas, Ariane Anderson from Hanover, Angel Trudy Spence from St. Elizabeth, Chevrolet Harriet from Westmoreland, Tahisha Cunningham from Westmoreland, Kevin Quarry from Hanover, Romaine Jennings from Manchester, and Kimani Dockery from St. Elizabeth. To sponsor one or more of those children, please contact Can't Afford to Fail Foundation at the following numbers. In Jamaica, 876-422-9276, that's 876-422-9276, or 876-880-1837, that's 876-880-1837. Or the overseas number is 1786-663-5793. That's 1786-663-5793. Thanks for watching this program, presented and produced by Can't Afford to Fail Foundation. Compassion in Action.